you for the introduction until I start. So I feel myself an outlier here due to two reasons. The first one is that I won't show you tables, formulas, equations. I would like to highlight the operations and the research result of our laboratory for research group very briefly. And therefore I will show you a few shots, images created by my colleagues, and two videos. Okay, and the second reason why I'm an outlier here is that the name of our group is the geometric computer vision group, which means that we principally deals with geometry-based algorithms and not machine learning-based algorithms, sorry. However, I think that the cooperation between the two principles are very, very important. I will return to this issue later. So let me list the research principles of my group. We believe that the theory and practice should meet in the research, okay, which means that the algorithm is good if it's theoretically based and it works in practice as well. And we are a small group, so we can't deal with developing large systems. We can pick up small problems from larger perspective, and we can solve small algorithms which solve these sub problems. I think that our missions as Hungarian researchers to bring the new results from the world to home and to include it into the education, of course, and there is another principle which is maybe interesting for you, that the hardware development is essential in our opinion. If you read a scientific paper, you see that well-known databases are used for testing. Kitty databases, NoSINS databases for the autonomous driving, for example. That we think that if we would like to develop reliable algorithms, in that case there are problems which are usually hidden in scientific papers. That problems are very important for applicability. And in that case, we have to record more and more data for that problem, and then we have to tune our algorithm, and it's impossible if we don't have our own recording systems or our recording sensor set. So this is why I will tell you something about our sensor kit. Okay, and it's also an important fact that we cooperate with Robert Bosch Limited, this company, and they influences our research, the topics, and I hope that we can also do interesting work for the company. Okay, here's a list of our educational activities. We teach computer vision, sensor fusion, and GPU programming at ELTE. Here is two vehicles. On the left you see the ELTE car, so-called ELTE car. It's a very old car with a modern sensor set containing lidars, cameras with normal and fisheye lenses, RTK corrected GPS, for which the accuracy is very, very fine, IMU, and we will mount 2D lidars, radars, ultrasonic sensors, TOF, time of flight sensors soon. The controlling of the sensor kit is also our own development, and here you see our ongoing research topics, but I will recall later because I will show you some results. Okay, here you see that we developed the controlling system for a sensor set, a complex sensor set. Time synchronization is very important. For example, the cameras should be triggered at the same moment, and an Arduino microcontroller is used for that purpose. I think I can move to the next slide here. So this is a car. Our car, it's not autonomous, so it's a normal car, an old car, however. And we have a controllable go-kart, which is called ELTE kart. Here the steering and the acceleration can be controlled by software, and the sensor kit are compatible with the car and the go-kart, so we can mount the same kit into the two vehicles. Okay, now let's see the projects, the ongoing projects. For the first, I think that I can show you a video if I found it. Okay, it's created by Gergő Nagy, who is sitting here. Okay, so here you see that we are traveling in Dombovári Street. I stop it a little bit. How can I stop it? Okay, so here you see that the window is split into two parts. On the top, 4 camera images are visible, but they are stitched to each other. So it's a panoramic image or a panoramic video. You see the borders of the 4 images clearly. And on the bottom, you see the OpenStreetMap downloaded from the net, and the LiDAR point cloud here is visualized as well, drawn to the OpenStreetMap. And now I start playing. Okay, and here on the top, on the right, you see that the points can be colored, and the viewpoint, the viewing direction of the top, the panoramic image can also be changed. Okay, this is a visualization tool which is used or will be used in the education as well. And I have to mention also that real-time operation so it's a real-time video, which means that GPU is used for the visualization, and we have a simulator which reads so you can try this visualization in your PC at home. And there's a server application which loads the data, the previously recorded data from the storage, from the SSD, and via shared memory, it feeds the data to the client, and you can implement your client. So you can develop your own client if you would like to do some similar research or development, because the server itself and the client itself are also public. We have uploaded it onto our web page. So this is about visualization. The second research topic, which is mainly the main research topic of my group, is the utilization of affine transformations in stereo images. I can show you another video also related to autonomous driving. Here you see a 3-dimensional scene, okay, a floor. The 3-dimensional coordinates are computed via triangulation. It's a standard so-called rectified stereo, so there are 2 cameras. It records the scene, 3-dimensional scene. Disparities, matches between the 2 images can be determined, and after that, via triangulation, the 3-dimensional point clouds can be estimated, can be computed. Okay, all methods, all algorithms are geometry-based algorithms, so nothing machine vision is involved into the processing. And after that, the novelty, which we can do that from the affine transformation between the corresponding patches, we can determine not only the spatial coordinates, okay, the point clouds of the 3-dimensional scene, but the surface normals, the perpendicular directions. Okay, and I can show you how these normals look like. Okay, here you see the normals are represented by green dots. Okay, and here you see that for the road surface, the normals are perpendicular to the road, of course. And if there are other objects like this tree or another vehicle here, the normals are significantly different. And this example motivates that for segmentation of the ground plane and other vehicles, obstacle detection, blah, 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 the normal vectors can be utilized. And we think that this is a real novelty in computer science. And maybe remark that this work was initially motivated and influenced by Professor Chetverikov, who died 2 months ago and who was a stocky researcher. I think that he did a lot for this research. Okay, and now I stop. If I found my cursor. Another research topic is also a small problem, the LiDAR camera calibration. For camera calibration, chessboard patterns are frequently used to calibrate the cameras, and therefore for LiDAR camera calibration also planar objects are usually applied, but we believe that other objects like a sphere here, spherical object is better for the calibration, because the contour of the sphere forms an ellipse in the image which can be detected by geometry-based algorithms. And in the point cloud, the sphere surface can also be detected, and after that the calibration parameters, the pose between the camera and the LiDAR, can be computed. Okay, and my colleague Tekla Toth, who defended her PhD in this year, he developed an algorithm for LiDAR camera calibration. And if the cameras and the LiDARs are calibrated to each other, the LiDAR point clouds are uncolored, but we can give color information, RGB colors, to the LiDARs if we know the camera and LiDAR parameters. Because we can retrieve the color information from the camera images, and we can assign them to the point clouds. Another interesting and ongoing topic is the two-dimensional LiDAR calibration. Here you see a three-dimensional LiDAR, and it consists of 16 beams. Such LiDAR device costs about 1.5 million Hungarian forints. It contains 16 beams. If we remove 15 beams and use only one beams, and the car is moving, in that case we can scan the surface of the environment as well, but the device becomes cheaper, about 100,000 Hungarian forints. And unfortunately, spheres cannot be used for the 2D LiDAR calibration, but my PhD student Tamás Tófalvi developed an algorithm which uses another regular surface, a cylinder, for this calibration. Here you see another example which was created by Máté Por, who is also sitting here, by LiDAR odometry and mapping. One of the Budapest streets are reconstructed here. Or here you see the building of the Technical University of Budapest, the main building, Building K, next to Danube. Or I can show you another example when the sensor fusion algorithms are very essential. Here the goal is the horizon detection. For a machine learning expert, many images and with annotated horizon lines are required. Here the ground plane is estimated on the LiDAR point cloud, and as the camera is calibrated to the LiDAR, we can project this line, and the infinite points of the plane gives the horizon, so we can visualize the horizon. It's also a work of Máté Por. Okay, the two differences between the red and the green horizon comes from the fact that here we assume that the LiDAR is perfectly fit and it's horizontal, its plane is horizontal, and this is not true due to fixation problems. So if the ground plane is estimated in LiDAR point clone by this patchwork ++ algorithm, in that case you see that the corrected horizon line is significantly more correct than the original one. We have industrial collaboration, as I mentioned before. Okay, they help us in the financial support, of course, and we have several students co-supervised, both in the cooperative doctoral program, and there are best Bosch students as well who are supported by the Bosch, and we supervise their work. Okay, unfortunately, there are many interesting results which I am not allowed to show you due to industrial secrets. We developed student contents, so if you have MSc or BSc supervised students and they are open for such a competition, then we yearly organize student contents. For the first one, the task was parking car detection. We annotated the data and we published everything to the net, and the goal was to develop an automated automatically parking car detection algorithm. It's interesting that for this contest, the winner was a geometry-based algorithm, but for the second contest, for which the task was localization, machine learning based algorithm, machine based learning method was the winner. Here you see the route of our car. We split the route into, as far as I remember, 17 different parts, and the task was to recognize the testing data, which part it belongs to. Okay, and I promised you a slide about the cooperation of geometry-based methods and machine learning-based methods. So the advantage, maybe the main advantage of geometry-based methods, that the results don't depend on the training data. However, the cooperation is possible because I think that geometry-based laws can be included into training as cost functions or loss functions, part of cost functions or loss functions. The annotation itself is also a very important problem from the machine learning aspect, and semi-automatic or automatic annotation algorithms can be developed based on geometry laws. Let's remark that we have so much data, so if you need autonomous data, then feel free to contact me, because we can share data in Budapest with you. And after the operation, the validation of the algorithms is also essential. For a test, I tried to translate the Képfeldolgozók and Alakfelismerők Társasága by DeepL. I really like DeepL because its English is significantly better than mine, but you see that the translation itself is far from perfect. Okay, so sometimes human check is very essential. Okay, so to summarize my overview, we have a group dealing with geometry-based algorithms. It's a medium-sized group which has a collaboration with the Robert Bosch Hungary. Many PhD, MSc, and BSc students involved in research. We organize student contents, and you see several examples of our work. The hardware development is, I think, essential for us, and therefore we have data which we can share with you, and we are open for any kind of collaboration, both for industrial and academic partners. If you have more questions, then visit our webpage, our YouTube channel, or you can ask questions in the break or maybe after this talk. Thank you for your attention.